Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning into Carb Spice. I really appreciate you guys tuning in my classroom recording because as you know, I do have the better light here as compared to my home. When I'm home, I actually have to wait until the best light comes through the house. So it's also the Thursday before spring break, and if I seem a little bit flustered, it's because I have kids coming in, trying to take care of stuff, and I do not want to do any recording over spring break, so I'm taking the time right now to record this video response to a question that I got. And the question is, what do I eat? I kind of switched it around, and I'm going to take the approach of what is it I do not eat. Also, my disclaimer, guys, anything that I say in this video, that is just me sharing what I do. This is not me telling you what to do. Sometimes I feel like people take things so personal and you all get so sensitive and you want to put out your advice and your 2 cents and everything like that, failing to realize this is just me, my way of doing things. And whatever you guys want to do, you do you. You eat what you want to eat. If you don't want to work out, do what you want to do. We're all individuals. Do what you want to do, and I'll continue doing what I want to do. And that note, on the note of, you know, giving me your 2 cents on all this stuff, please understand that we all have a different journey, okay? This video is a part 1 because I'm going to talk to you about what I eat in general. Now, I'm getting ready for a figure competition in a matter of weeks, so my diet, my whole my meals, everything is just going to be different leading up to the competition, and that's going to be a part 2 specifically for those who are, you know, considering competing. But this video right here is just how I eat in general. This is how I've eaten when I was actually in the bulking phase. The only difference is that I ate in a caloric surplus, and I'm just sharing with you in general how I shop and what I eat on the daily. Right now I'm cutting, and then when I get closer to my competition date, like probably 2-3 weeks out, I'm gonna make another video, part 2, with what I eat and what I do not eat. So I got this question on Instagram, and I also feel like, you know, Instagram people do not like to leave Instagram and come to YouTube, so you guys are missing out a lot of the information that I'm sharing on YouTube. YouTube gives you the opportunity to you know, to record things in detail, and if you check out my Carb in the Kitchen playlist, my health and fitness talk, my grocery hauls, you'll have a better idea of what I eat. So really quick, the things that I do not eat fast foods. I do not go to McDonald's, I do not go to Wendy's, I do not eat fast foods. I do not consume highly processed foods, and I try my very best to not consume okay, last interruption, I promise. But I do not consume highly processed foods at all, and I try to stay away from processed foods as much as I possibly can. And when I say processed foods, I'm also including the frozen meals that a lot of people fall for, simply because there's a label lean on it, like lean cuisine and Weight Watchers and all that. You see that beautiful picture on the package? That is not the only thing you're getting in your box, okay? You're getting a lot of preservatives, you're getting a lot of sodium, you're getting a lot of sugar, okay? I personally do not want to consume those things. So that is something else I do not consume. I do not consume let's see, sugary foods. I do not have a sweet tooth. I don't consider myself a slave to food. I've never had that attachment to food. I eat for the purpose of health and wellness, and my approach to health and wellness is holistic, okay? If I were to go off on taste, like every single thing has to be about taste, a lot of the foods out there I'll not be consuming, and that is where a lot of you guys, you are trapped because you have become a slave to food. And you're probably not gonna like this video, and that is okay, because you know what, we're in a time where everyone is so sensitive and no one wants to hear the truth. My channel is about no fats and no gimmicks. Okay, if you're here for the sugar coating, you're not here for the right reason. A lot of these fitness channels out there, you know, they'll always study, oh yeah, you can have this, and I like to have my, you know, sweets here and there and whatnot, and everyone thinks they can do the same thing as these said individuals, failing to realize you're not on that level. You're not quite there. You have not even mastered your own body. How can you follow someone else's routine? Alright, I'm not here sugarcoating anything. I'm telling you, a lot of you are slaves to food and you're trapped in that whole thinking, oh, I can't do without this. I must have this. Oh, I need my sweets now and then. Now and then, meaning every other day. And how are you going to make progress? Okay, how are you going to make progress when you are actually mentally trapped in your own thinking? Okay, and then there's the other question, oh Carib, how do you even stay motivated? Guys, I want this for me. No one else is making me do this. Okay, I have set my goals and I am working towards my goals, just as how I've worked really hard on other goals that I've set in life. My health is the same. I treat my body the same way. You know, it's funny how people take care of their things. They take care of their lawn, their homes, they baby their cars, whatever possessions you guys have. But the one aspect of your life that you should actually be prioritizing, you fail to make a priority. Health and wellness matters. I'm doing this so that in years to come, I am not a burden on my spouse or on my family. Okay, yeah, eating clean and healthy and whatnot, it's a little bit more expensive than the ordinary, but I'd rather take this route now than having to deal with medical issues later on. Food can be your slowest poison or your best medicine, and I honestly believe that. Okay guys, so when you ask me what keeps me motivated, I keep myself motivated. So if I mention the things that I do not eat, I'm also going to talk about the foods that I eat in abundance on the daily and weekly. You know, they're part of my grocery haul. I consume a lot of nuts, whole grain. My milk source is almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. For my protein source, I like egg whites. I consume fish, turkey, chicken. I make sure the birds, for my source, they're vegetarian fed or grass fed, hormone free, antibiotic free, free range, and I also consume a variety of vegetables and fruits, and that is just on the daily. So you know, I do eat whole foods. Okay, I try to eat as clean as possible, as lean as possible, and as organic as I can. But guys, all of this is just a matter of choice. As I said at the beginning of the video, this is just what I do. You continue doing what you're doing if that's what you want. If you're making excuses with regards to your diet, okay, then that's just you and you having that setback. And in order to get through that setback, you have to come over and get over that mental block. This is really all I had. For this video, I just wanted to kind of touch base and, you know, answer that question, because it is probably one of the most popular questions, most frequent questions that I get ever so often. And I do hope the video helps. Leave me a comment below. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Guys, nothing here is personal. I do not sugarcoat anything. It's just black and white with me on Carib Spice. Alright, until next time. Bye.